rematch. Here are Leif Shiras and Martina Navratilova.
So Nadal starting off the third set on serve. And it is just such a remarkable moment when Nadal loses a set. You know, the murmurs must be echoing around Roland Garros.
And we're doing this why? No way this is going to be shown anyway. I don't want to waste my good stuff here. I don't have that much good stuff.
So Nadal officially ahead now, 30 love.
Yeah, with that first point, 15 love was the first time he's ahead in the match since the early goings. And he came so close to being down 2 sets to love. On the line.
And he starts converting that kind of backhand drive. Soderling can forget about it. And that had to have taken some wind out of the Swede's sails, having lost that second set. In some ways, it may have decided the match. Love service game to start things off in the third.
Hey, the 2-5 setters, he was never down 2 sets to love, was he? I'm sure he wasn't.
No.
Because I would have remembered that it was a comeback. So this would have been the first time ever he would have been down 2 sets to love on clay. I don't want to say, let's see. This is the one? No, it's French Open. No. When that was in Rome, both of them, against Korea and against Federer. But I'm sure he wasn't down 2 sets to love.
No, I don't believe so.
Look at him. This is a new one. I don't remember him having done that. Do we start talking again here?
Yeah. Picking up habits. Soderling needs to clean it up. The set can be decided really at any moment if should he lose his serve.
Well, I have never seen Rafa do that before on a ground stroke. The ball hit the net before it got hit the ground before it got to the net, and I saw Roger Federer do that yesterday on a drop shot for the first time ever. So again, giving the club players something to cheer about. And I thought the serve was just out, didn't call it. This ball just wide. It was called correctly. And the wheels can come off pretty quickly here for Soderling. Mentally, but physically, you know, it just takes its toll running down those balls, having to get on top early. And the concentration that it takes to not make those unforced errors against a ball that you're really not used to seeing takes it out of you. Then you have one loose game, you lose your serve, and next thing you know, the set's gone. So I really feel that anybody with a chance to beat Nadal needs to do it either in 3 or 4 sets. I just don't know if 5 sets anybody can physically do it. This guy is an animal.
Yeah, and that's the kind of tennis that Soderling has not produced for a few games. You know, he did not produce that kind of heavy hitting in the tiebreak. And he really has to be delivering everything on those groundies just to keep up with Nadal, if put himself in a winning position. And he's really done what Nadal likes to do to right-handers. Soderling has curved that ball out to the Nadal backhand and then played strongly into the open court.
And if you don't get to this ball early enough, it's going to run away from you. Just so much topspin. See, that ball was a good 5 feet over the net.
If not 10 feet.
And still like 8 feet inside the baseline and going away fast. And Soderling's been solid off that overhead. Hasn't missed one in this match.
Avantage.
And those are easy to miss, actually, once you get a little tired. Big point. Puts it away easily. Must be nice to be that tall.
Oh, that's a wonderful time for that ace. And speaking to the height of the modern player, Butch Buchholz, the tournament director in Miami, he was in the locker room talking with some of the guys, and he said, I felt like I was in the locker room of the NBA. You know, all these giant young guys walking around, and 6'3", 6'5", Del Potro, Cilic, 6'6", Karlovic, 6'10". I mean, the game is going vertical.
It has, because the surfaces dictate that, really, the equipment, but the surfaces are so much slower, the bounce is high, so the tall players do well because the ball comes up to them. In the old grass courts, they would have a hard time because they'd be, you know, getting it off their shoelaces all the time. It would be a long way down, but now it's, for the short guys, it's a long way up.
It was harder for Barry McKay back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah. Barry was born in the wrong time.
Longines match time, 2 hours. We're just starting the third set, 1 game all. It's amazing to think of the dominant players of the past generation. Rod Laver, Ken Rosewall. 5'7", 5'8", not very tall.
They're growing big these days, but that double fault by Nadal, only his second one of the match, but what a bad double that was again. That was in the middle of the net. He missed that one by 3-4 feet. A good changeup from Nadal. He hasn't been hitting that slice very often. He actually caught Soderling moving forward on this ball. Perhaps he thought he was going to hit a drop shot. He had to go backwards for that shot. And drew the air off a slice. So I thought Soderling was maybe going away. He held. So now it's a 2 out of 3 set match. After 2 hours. It's a serious warm-up.
2-hour warm-up. That's a wonderful return. He's so strong up high.
Well, Rafa's not trying. I mean, he's serving 80% first serves in, but only winning 66% of the points because he's not getting any free points on his serve. He's just sort of rolling it in, and that's what he's been doing so well in Australia, mixing up the pace, you know, going with the three-quarter, and then boom, the big one, 200 Ks or 120 miles an hour. He's serving like 90%, 95 miles an hour serves. He's almost hitting second serves in. as a first serve, not going for 3 points.
Oh, missed it.
Made him hit another shot. For most players, that would have been a winner. Rafa still stretched out for this. I mean, this is a winner against most people. Lead court, he still gets it deep enough where Soderling has to generate all the pace and the direction. Oh, it's the right shot. He just missed it wide. And only second ace of the match.
Yeah, finally gets something free on his serve. 2-1 in the third set.
Presented by Lacoste. And now let's return for more of the third set of the match between Robin Soderling of Sweden and four-time defending French Open champion Rafael Nadal. The match even at a set apiece.
So Robin Soderling, 24 years of age, seeded number 23 here. Now serving at 1-2 in the third. His first time in the round of 16 at the French Open.
Finally, a little lead court helped Robin Soderling. Nadal's had a couple of them go his way. But look how far back Nadal is standing to receive serve. I've never been that far beyond the baseline. Certainly not on return of serve. Soderling has a game plan. He is wrong footing, Rafa. I have not seen him run away from the ball as often as I have today. It's making him guess. He's going to the open, covering the open court. And Soderling goes behind him. Again, that grip, he can get on top of that high ball and still generate a lot of pace. So a combination of height and grip enables him to do that. Well, Soderling is not playing. What's he ranked, 28 or something? He's not playing that kind of ball today. He's playing well above his ability. Ranked 25 in the world.
Yeah, and if there were any questions about his clay court pedigree, which is really developing, emerging, he took out David Ferrer in the last round, a very tough Spaniard. Ferrer is a difficult grinder on a par with someone like Nadal, but a right-hander.
Easy hold for Robin Soderling here. Well, he grew up on clay, growing up in Sweden. So he certainly has had his share of practicing and playing matches on this stuff. Just hasn't had the results. His best results by far, all indoors. But he's like come of age here in this match today.
Nice body serve that time from the left-hander.
Good body serve, but they're like 98, 99 miles an hour. I mean, that's really, it's not even three-quarter.
Not top speed.
But, you know, he's winning 70% of the points. On the second serve, he's at only 30. And you sort of feel that, so he's like, okay, you know, I'll take some pace off and just get a little on the offense, but I certainly don't want to be on defense by hitting my second serve.
Nadal.
4 straight points for the world number 1 and a 3-2 lead here in the third.
Nadal mène.
Paris on a special edition of French Open tonight, presented by Lacoste here on Tennis Channel. It has been an extraordinary day here at Roland Garros, and now we return for more of the round of 16 match between the 4-time defending champion Rafael Nadal and Robin Soderling of Sweden.
Soderling 2-3. I mentioned Soderling beating David Ferrer in the round prior to this. The winner of this match, a possible matchup with another Spaniard, Fernando Verdasco or Nikolai Davydenko. Yeah, another example of what you're talking about with Soderling's height, getting on top of the bounce, redirecting it inside out for the winner.
And his serve is about 210 miles an hour, so quite a, I mean, I'm sorry, 120 miles an hour. Well, Soderling doesn't just have bombs, he's got touch here too. That forehand's been paying off great for him. And he's been at the net a few times, winning a great majority of the points. Let's see, where is that? Points won 13 of 19. Nadal's only been at the net 4 times in 2.5 sets.
Amazing how much battle he conducts from the back.
Soderling taking it to Nadal. Every time we think he's going to go away, he keeps coming back. That serve,
yeah,
it's been paying off for him. He's inside the baseline looking for the short ball. And when he gets it, he's punishing Nadal.
And the conditions, boy, the sun is back out here in Paris. And with the sun now fairly bright, will that dry the court out? And if things do get harder and drier, any advantage for either man?
I would think Rafa would like the higher bounce more. Because again, the topspin will pay off more for him. But then Soderling handles it so well because he's tall and he's on top of the ball with the 2 hands on the backhand. The forehand, it doesn't bother him at all. So I don't know if it makes a difference one way or the other.
Because we've spoken so much about the weather and the conditions and how it affects this surface. It affects the tempo of the play.
Perhaps it would give Nadal more time to run around to hit his forehand with the higher bounce. But slight difference. I think it wouldn't affect the outcome of the match one way or the other. The flat ball, perhaps the faster the conditions, the better for Soderling. Because the topspin is not bothering him, and with the balls being quicker, those flat balls are paying off for him more. There's a reason why he likes to play indoors. Conditions much faster there.
And he has a big serve as well. He's used it well just to stay even in this third set. Such an important time for the Swede. No, the backhand's long.
Soderling is playing out of his mind. He's played such a solid match. Really, the only hiccup was the tiebreak. It's the only time that he's strung some unforced errors together. He's had one, maybe two in a row, but never three. He's playing really solid ball. And Nadal now in trouble. Soderling showing no signs of fatigue, mental or physical. Thought he looked a little flat at the end of the second set, beginning of the third, but was able to hold serve, and now he's threatening. And every time Rafa's down left 30 on his serve, he tightens it up. He has not made an error. He's been down left 30, but never left 40 or even 15-40. He wins the next 2 points like clockwork. Oh, that's a great shot. That was a good ball that Rafa hit deep and to the backhand corner. But again, the height of Soderling here. I mean, this backhand is a good ball. It's a good offensive ball, deep. But Soderling getting on top of it, getting depth back and accuracy.
Yeah, and that's one of Nadal's go-to plays, isn't it? When he's in trouble. Get it up high on the right-hander's backhand, but that hasn't been working today. Breakpoint chances in the heart of this third set.
And a one-handed backhand cannot do that. You cannot hit that shot. It's not physically possible to get it consistently down. So a huge opportunity here for Soderling. One taken care of. Let's see, he's had 5 break points, broke 3 times, so great point conversion. Rafa 1 of 3, Soderling 3 of 5. So service breaks wise, this has been more of a hard court or a grass court match, not a clay court match at all. You'd think Nadal would have had many more opportunities to break than he's had. And he does it.
What a moment. Robin Soderling producing some fabulous tennis. Extraordinary stuff and a break. 4-3 for Soderling.
Day 8 here in Paris. We welcome you back to Roland Garros, a special edition of French Open tonight, presented by Lacoste here on Tennis Channel. And now let's get you back for more of the Rafael Nadal, Robin Soderling match. Here are Leif Shiras and Martina Navratilova.
Well, such a remarkable scenario developing here on Chatrier. Robin Soderling 4-3 up with a break on Nadal in the third. We are at 1 set all, and the Swede is putting together some remarkable tennis. Can he hang on and perhaps grab this set?
He just whips that backhand. He's been hitting bomb serves as well, like 130 miles an hour. But Nadal not enough on that return of serve. And Soderling driving through the ball. See how low that ball stayed after it bounced? It just skidded straight through. Soderling knifing it.
15.
Yeah, the wind is at Soderling's back, so this last ball really died quickly.
Soderling is controlling the points against Nadal from the baseline. That is not to be believed.
Nadal unable to catch up to that forehand.
Now Rafa's so far behind the baseline, he's hitting the ball short, giving Soderling time to run up to it, go to the open court. And the point was as good as over there. Rafa guessed right, but couldn't control this one. And Rafa's just getting outplayed positionally. He's too far back. Even somebody as strong as he is, he can't make an impression on Soderling from there.
Yeah, and the first knockdown of the day. Wow, Nadal spinning his wheels. You don't see that too often, do you? Hope he's all right.
Well, he's returning from so far back. Again, the return way too short. And you just cannot get the ball by somebody from that far back.
45.
And he lost his footing. He was already running forward after he had that shot and forgot he hadn't landed yet. So he starts running while he's still off the ground. And Soderling in the driver's seat here. I'm just astonished that Rafa cannot impose himself. But it's hard to impose yourself from 15 feet behind the baseline. And you have a feeling that it's Soderling's match to win or lose. He's dictating, and either he's hitting the winners or he's making the unforced errors. Not enough of them, though. He's got 43 unforced errors, but 25 winners. Rafa only 22 unforced errors, but he's been on his heels, getting into forced errors. That's the statistic they don't show.
And that's a big serve, and it pays off for Soderling.
Soderling mène 5 jeux à 3.
Well, everybody in the stadium expected Rafa Nadal to impose himself at the beginning of the third set. We thought, okay, he won the tiebreak easily. He escaped one. Now he's in the driver's seat. He's going to wear him down. Soderling's going to go away, and it did not happen. Soderling's serve held up. He did not get broken the first couple of games of the third set. Next thing you know, he breaks Rafa, and here he is, 5-3 up. So Rafa in serious trouble. He needs to hold here just to stay in the third set.
And the drop shot didn't even need to be that good. Again, Nadal so far back.
0-15.
Well, Soderling plays such poised tennis. It's like he's been doing this all his life. Where has he been? God just decides on a day like today that, oh, well, you know, I can play on clay. I can hang with Rafa. I can play so much better than I really am. But I feel like he can do this all day long.
Well, he's always possessed this remarkable ability to drive the ball, and he has a big serve. But I think before he's never been able to get it together between the ears. And I think Magnus Norman has been saying the right things to him, and it's been a very successful collaboration.
Well, Magnus Norman was not the most talented player, but he made the most of what he had. He was great between the ears. And so he can impart some of that wisdom. Obviously, it's been working. Rafa saying, "Venga, let's go."
35.
Well, he doesn't want the towel, just the ball.
And you can see what it's like today at Roland Garros. Everyone jammed into this wonderful stadium. Will the defending champion stay alive?
Well, it's such an impressive display from a player that most of these people probably have never heard of. And here he is playing the best clay quarter ever, and he is beating him. That is on his surface and showing no signs of nerve, showing no signs of fatigue. Keeps going. He's got his game plan. He keeps doing it. He keeps going for it. No sign of wilting. He's earned their respect. Another bang up from Rafa.
I guess we should say no signs of fatigue or nerves yet. Because there's still a long way to go in this match. Certainly Nadal will make the Swede play a lot of tennis. Well, there's some more of the aggressive hitting you'd like to see from Nadal. But he's been playing mostly defensive tennis today. It's Soderling serving now to go up 2-1.
Open tonight, presented by Lacoste. And now let's return for more of the third set of the match between Robin Soderling of Sweden and four-time defending French Open champion Rafael Nadal. The match even at a set apiece.
Well, such a big moment in the career of Robin Soderling. Can he just get himself to 2-1 against Rafael Nadal?
He's wishing they were playing 2 out of 3 sets here instead of 3 out of 5.
What a second serve, right on the line.
Rafa's taking too long looking at that mark. He knew that ball was in. He's taking his time, trying to slow Soderling down a little bit, playing at his own pace. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. Great serving from Soderling. He's been consistently hitting his first serves about 210, which is about 130 miles an hour. That is strong to be able to do it time and time again over such a long course of a match. %60 first serves in, going for bombs. And now 3 set points. And I think what Rafa Nadal can't believe is that he hadn't been able to break Robin Soderling. It's not been his serve that's been the problem. It's been his inability to get any kind of service breaks. He's only broken his serve once. And this crowd is cheering for Robin Soderling. Virtual unknown here on clay. About to go up to 6-1 against the king, Rafa Nadal.
Robin Soderling, 2-1 on Rafael Nadal. One of the biggest upsets ever here in Roland Garros, and it's happening right here.
Here was the scene in the Place des Musketeers with hundreds of people watching this match on the big screen. Robin Soderling